but I am going to record. Okay, we're recording. So for everyone who is hopping on late or who can't be on tonight, because y'all, thank you so much. I know it's Labor Day weekend. I know you've got a lot of things going on. Dawn just got back from being on the boat, and everybody's got stuff. And so thank you for investing in your business, which is what you're doing by hopping on. So tonight is going to be a little bit of inspiration. Hey, Kanisha. Hi, she's connected to audio. A little bit of inspiration, and then a little bit of like housekeeping in terms of just kind of explaining what's coming with some trainings and things, because I know it can get overwhelming when you're like, wait, we've got this, and then what, and then that, and then what group am I supposed to be in, and then blah, blah, blah. And it can be a lot. And so I want to show you what I'm going to do to hopefully help alleviate that confusion for y'all, so that you'll kind of know, oh, I can go to Inspiration Nation and I can go to this unit and I can find out everything that's going on. Okay. So, I'm nice like that. I'm going to make it easy on y'all. But I want to start out, I'm going to read to you guys my most favorite poem in the whole world. You probably heard it. You've probably heard me read it. Dawn, I know it's heard me read it. Long day. So I apologize if you've heard it already, but not really, because I actually have this. My daughter wrote it for me years and years ago in her cute little bit like little girl handwriting. And so I have it on this like piece of foam board with this beautiful little drawing she did. And it is my favorite poem. And so I'm going to read it. It's by Marianne Williamson, Our Deepest Fear. Do you guys know it? Yeah? No? Oh my gosh, you're in for a treat. Okay, so I have to actually, okay, so I want to be able to see you guys while I read it. All right. Here we go. Okay, so this is from A Course in Miracles. It's a book by Marianne Williamson, and this poem, Our Deepest Fear, is the best. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Oh my gosh, do you love it? You guys have, who has not heard that before? Melissa, you hadn't, Tanisha, you hadn't heard it?
I haven't. That was so good.
It's great. So amazing, you guys. So I want you to, I will post this in Inspiration Nation on Facebook group, but I want you to read that. I mean, y'all, I read it not every day anymore, but it is on my bathroom wall. So I could probably recite it, but it is, to me, one of the best things to live by, because think about that. How often in your business or in your life do you shrink so that other people won't feel inadequate or something around? How? Yes, right? Kanisha, you're shaking your head. Dawn, you're shaking your head. We do that, don't we? How often do you say, well, I'm not really that good at that? Or, you know, like I catch myself saying, when I train somebody, I say, I'm not really very good at math because I don't want them to feel bad, but y'all, I'm freaking awesome at math. I can explain the compensation plan. I understand it. I get the numbers. So, you know, we've got to stop, because when we do that, we think that, you know, we're doing someone some good, but we've got to shine so other people can shine. And that really applies to our Arbonne business. I mean, it applies so much, you guys. We have this incredible tool, as you guys hear me talk about all the time, where we can let other people like really come into their own. Like, that's really what we've got. We've really got this golden lottery ticket, right? We've got this golden ticket. I talk about that all the time, like Willy Wonka. And you're just giving this away. So don't be afraid. Like I catch myself sometimes lately really leading with the products, and then the person's like, well, it's just, you know, I'm not interested. Meanwhile, I'm like, no, I need to go out there and say, what is your deepest dream? Like, what would you want to do if you could do anything? And then I need to say, y'all, all we do is paint a vision for people. And how do you paint a vision? You listen, you ask them what they want, and you repeat it back. And you show them how Arbonne can be the vehicle. That is it. It is not hard. I've been doing it a lot lately, and it works. I called a girl a day and said, hey, I really just want to catch back up with you. I know we talked the other day, you were interested. And I really think Arbonne is going to be the vehicle for you too. And I just repeated everything she had told me. Everything she told me. I didn't make any of it up. It was all her. You know, so that's what we do. We paint a vision. So the reason why I'm starting like this, and then I want to kind of give y'all another little teensy story of mine that really painted a vision for me with Arbonne, like the big picture. And then I want to just share with you some things that are upcoming, some trainings. And the reason why I'm telling you that is I want you to know how important it is for you to plug in. Because, and I know all of y'all do because you're on this call, and I know it's hard. And there's going to be there's going to be a lot of little things coming up. Like we've got this whole, like this new product launch Thursday, right? And so lots of little things. I'm doing the Jerry Rosenthal thing that I'm going to tell you about. You know, we've got Wisdom Wednesdays. Oh my gosh, y'all, Rima Rafi is our first like guest speaker for Wisdom Wednesdays. We've got a guest speaker next Sunday on our big nation call. So it's a lot, and we get that you can't make all of it. And yes, all of it will all of it will be recorded, but it's so easy when it's recorded to not watch it and not listen and not plug in because we have so much going on in our life, you know? But as you know, hot coals together stay hot, like Donna Johnson says, and like I put on my little text to you guys and my message, and it's true. So stay hot. Like don't get over here and smolder by yourself. It ain't gonna work, okay? The saying is that not everybody at the meeting has the white Mercedes, but everybody with the white Mercedes is at the meeting, right? You guys, right, Athena? So I heard that. Yes, it's so true. 3 months ago or so, or 3 months or not 3 months ago, 3 months or so into my business, I probably heard that. And we used to have these meetings at this hotel, and they were big, and it was with, you know, someone else who is actually not in Arbonne anymore. She was our, I think she was our national vice president. She became national vice president. And y'all, I heard that and I was like, that's it. I'm at every meeting. I want that Mercedes. I'm going to the top. I'm at every meeting. And I've missed maybe 5 in 15 years. Once I was on the cruise, the 35th anniversary cruise, and I dialed in and I went live. So, and Andrea had a baby and she dialed in from, no lie. Do you remember that, Dawn, when she had a baby? Michelle, anybody?
I was after the baby.
Huh? You were after the baby? You were after the baby when she had Etta? She had Etta, and we said, she said, can you handle the call, Polly? And I said, I know, Amber, right? And I said, yes, I've got it. Don't worry. You're having a freaking baby. Relax. Don't you dare call in. Don't you know? Hi, how are you? Because she had the baby. You know, so I'm not telling you that you have to like do that. That was extreme. But it's just really important, you guys, because we're going to go off in our world, and then what's going to happen? Dan Delp's going to come in, right? Okay, I'm going to tell you a quick story, and then all I'm going to do, and then the rest of the time, any questions, anybody wants to just share something really cool, but I'm just going to share the things that are upcoming and show you where I'm going to put them in Inspiration Nation so that you know that you don't have to remember all this, okay? When I first started Arbonne almost 15 years ago, there was a convention back then called Act Now. Anybody remember those conventions? Athena, do you remember this? Dawn, you remember this? There was one in Houston. Andrea had just maybe had Etta, her little one, and yeah, I don't know. There was some reason Andrea couldn't go. And so I was by myself, and I was like, well, I'm going. My husband actually said, you should go. It's a business. And I was like, oh, I don't know. Do I want to spend the money? It wasn't even that much money. You know, it was probably $300. And he's like, no, you should go. You should go. And I was 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I know some of y'all have heard this story, but I was 1 foot in, 1 foot out Arbonne. I was like, I don't know if I go to that convention and they're all in, excuse me for saying this, but if they're all in overalls and they're all like, you know, woohoo, yeehaw, I'm out. Because I was thinking, I just didn't know what to expect, y'all. And I just was just kind of like, I hadn't really seen the big picture. I was on the escalator in the convention hall, going up the escalator, looking down on all these consultants, mostly women, some men. And I'll never forget that experience because it clicked. It was like just this complete, wow, look at these people. There was, I don't know what you want to call it, an aura, whatever you want to call it. They carried themselves well. They were professional. They were, they were happy. It wasn't like weird, like cultish kind of stuff. I don't know what I thought it was going to be, but I was like, I'm in. That's the kind of, I want this energy these people have, I'm in. And so that was my first thing. The second thing was I got to hear why overalls, Kelly said, because of Texas. Maybe, I don't know. I just thought it was like rah-rah, weird, I don't know. And I was going to feel really odd and I don't know what I thought. But the second thing was at that convention, Donna Weiser was a speaker in someone else's place. So she's an ENVP, Donna Weiser. She was an actress actually years and years ago, and she started Arbonne. She was a single mom. Anyway, we Texans like overalls. Okay, Kanisha, I didn't know you were a Texan. Okay, now we know. You're gonna have to sport some overalls for us next call so we can see that, and some cowboy boots. But so Donna Weiser, you guys, was there, and it was a room, I don't know, a few hundred people. It wasn't even like GTC now, there's like thousands. And I'll never forget, and this is why I told y'all I am good at math. At this point, I understood the numbers well enough that when she said my team and I do about $1 million a month, my brain went tick, 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 like, the cash register. And I knew that meant that her check was, I knew what it meant her check was. And I was like, whoa, what? And it was like the first time that I had this like out of body experience almost, that I was just like, it's kind of like Debbie Neal talks about when she's in the backyard and the girl was prospecting her and she said, well, what's the biggest check Arbonne's ever written? And she like dropped her food because the girl told her, and she was like monthly check, like 7-figure monthly check or whatever. And she was like, wait, what? And, so it's about the big picture, okay? And so that is why it is so important to plug in, because you never know when that one thing is going to be the thing that either helps you with your personal growth or paints that vision for you where you're like, okay, I'm all in, I'm on fire, I'm ready to go. So that is my inspiration for now telling you what's coming, okay? So I am going to tell you a list of some things coming, and then I'm just going to show you where I'm going to put everything so that you don't have to remember, but if you want to take notes, you can. The first thing is Wisdom Wednesdays. So if you have been under a rock, no, I'm kidding. So you haven't been, well, you've been with babies. Everybody's been with babies or family, and so I'm kidding, because honestly, we just brought this out. So I had this idea, I had this vision of having something where, because the NVPs and the RVPs right now are able to hear this thing, the group I added you to, Dawn. We've been for months listening to these incredible speakers. These NVPs and RVP speakers have been pouring into us every few days. And y'all, there is nothing like that. Like, you're just like, you're going, you're like, oh, I got this. I'm going to be an MVP. Like, when you keep listening to that and you feed yourself that rather than negative. And I was like, but we need this for everybody. Like, why can't everybody have this? And so we decided, so I have some friends in Arbonne, I'll give you all the backstory, who use Voxer. And y'all might know some people that do that. And they do, it's great. And they do like, To the Top Tuesday or Mindset Monday. And every week they have a guest speaker that just pops into their Voxer anytime that day. And so everybody during the week can plug in. Well, we didn't want to have to switch everybody to Voxer. We're all in Success and Simplicity Nation's Facebook group anyway, okay? So for us, every Wednesday, we're calling it Wisdom Wednesdays because that was the best we could come up with a group of us on the phone. Every single Wednesday, we're going to have an MVP, maybe an RVP, but mostly MVPs that are going to come on and tell their story and share top tips. And the reason we're doing that in this coming quarter, the fourth quarter, is because it's Arbonne's biggest quarter. So this is the quarter I have always promoted. I've always gone, I went area in October, I went region in November. Y'all, this is the quarter for you to like ramp up your business, okay? So that's why we want you to stay on fire and hot. So Wisdom Wednesdays will happen within Success and Simplicity Nation's Facebook group, okay? This is why I'm gonna like kind of explain it all because it's like, where is everything? You will be able to just probably go on Thursday. We don't know what time. There's not going to be a time. So it's all up to the MVP. It's whenever they can come on. I'm probably going to Zoom with them and stream in and introduce them. But Rima Rafe, MVP, Rima Rafe, who's amazing, EMVP, she's like one of the speakers for the Canada, CTC, Canada virtual training. She's like the keynote speaker or something, or the main speaker. She's incredible, you guys, and she is our first speaker. We have about 6 other speakers lined up. I did ask Ashley Strong. She couldn't do it, but she's super sweet. When she says no, she says it with a lot of honey. So it's easy to take. But I've got a lot of other good people. We've got Jacqueline Zark. We've got a lot of people lined up for you guys. So Wisdom Wednesday, write that down. And this is completely for you to just check your Facebook groups. Check Success and Simplicity Nations maybe Thursdays. Maybe write, hey, Thursday. And that's just something you can be cleaning up your kitchen. And it'll be about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And you just it'll just be like, oh my gosh, where were you all my life? Because when I listen to them, I'm like, I've been doing this 15 years. And I'm like, woo, let's go, I'm on fire. So Wisdom Wednesdays. Okay, so woo, exciting. All right. Jerry Rosenthal, who is one of the best trainers in Arbonne, who Donna Johnson absolutely loves, okay, and she's our upline. So I am doing training already with someone else, but I couldn't pass this up. And I couldn't pass it up because I wanted it for y'all. So Jerry is offering this training. It's 3 months or 4 months, 4 months, I think. I can't remember. Anyway, this will be posted, so you don't have to memorize it. But the reason I decided to do it was because he's opening it up. So on the second Tuesday of every month at 11 o'clock Central, which is 9 o'clock for you guys in California, which is noon for you, Melissa. And I will record them. And I will, if I can, I think he'll record them. He records them, and then I'll get them. And I'll post them in the unit. But if you're able to watch it live, great. So the first Tuesday of every month is all my region. So everybody on this phone call, everybody that's watching this will be invited on that first Tuesday. You can watch that call live. And I don't have the Zoom number yet because he's got to send it to us, okay? But I'll post it. I'm going to show you the unit in just a minute. The fourth Tuesday is for district managers. Athena, I don't think it matters. I mean, I really don't. I don't think Jerry's going to have a problem. So if you guys want to, I mean, I really don't think it's an issue. I kind of consider y'all, our team anyway, even though I know our sidelines. So that's the second and fourth Tuesdays, 9 o'clock a.m. Pacific, 11 Central, 12 Eastern. And don't worry, all of this will be in the unit. I'll show you that in a minute. And that's a Zoom call, okay? So again, this is why I'm kind of going slow and being like, okay, we've got this, but these are just going to be things. And yes, I know you can't do everything, but just to let you know what's going to be there for you, okay? Jerry is inspiration, tells it like it is, gives you some great tips, especially for your mindset. So if you struggle with mindset issues, that would be all of us, then don't be shy. Then you need to definitely watch it, at least the recording, okay? Yay! September 10th, we've got the new product reveal. It's at 4 o'clock Central Time, and that is Thursday. And that is at 4 Central, 2 o'clock Pacific, 5 o'clock. If you can't watch that, it is free, and I'll post this as well in our unit. So the information with the link for you to go watch it, that's free to just go watch that. I did sign up for the 10th through the 12th, which is a training for, it's a virtual training for CNT for Canada and all the other countries. And it's just lots and lots of speakers, and there will be recordings, and it's like 20 speakers. So that might be something that I'm able to record and put into our unit as well. I don't know. I'm not going to go heavy into that. That might be a lot for some people to consider, but it is reasonable. And if you want to do it, that's on the source in Arbonne. So, okay. That is all of that. And then the only other thing I just wanted to make sure everybody was aware of, and then I'm going to show you the unit and shut my mouth. But y'all know now, I know everybody knows this, but just in case, that because there's a lot of groups, right? There's Success and Simplicity Nations. That is basically all of us. So all the regions, everybody. The reason I started Inspiration Nation was so that we could communicate, because nothing was working. I didn't want to group text people all the time, and nobody was really using GroupMe. So I was like, well, okay. And I just wanted to have a landing spot for something like this where I could give all of you, because Jerry's trainings, not everybody's doing that, okay? But I want to do it, and so I want to offer it in case you want it. So there's those two main groups, Success and Simplicity, Inspiration Nation, okay? If in doubt, go to Inspiration Nation, because I'm in that training unit that I'm putting up. I will also have the links to every single group I'm about to tell you about. Okay, so it's not completed yet because I just thought about doing this today and I was like, this is brilliant. So I'll have the link to Success and Simplicity. If you're like, where's Success and Simplicity? I'll have the link to Healthy Inside and Out. Healthy Inside and Out is where you can put anybody you're talking to about Arbonne. If you want to put them in there, pop them in there. We don't care. They don't have to buy anything. There's a lot of good stuff in there. There's units for the smoothie. But we did switch how we're doing our 30-day groups, which I think everybody knows. So September 7th and September 21st, the first and third Monday of every month, we've got those links. Those links will be in there too. So hopefully that is helpful for you guys. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about in case you're like, what's she talking about with unit? Okay. Woohoo, Texas. Okay, I was looking at the chat real quick. Okay, share screen. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about with the unit, and then I will be quiet in case there's some questions. And that I kind of just wanted tonight to be that, to just kind of give you information and hopefully just all get you fired up about what's coming, because y'all, it's going to be good. In the fourth quarter and all that. Okay. Wait, hang on, you guys. Let me pull you down. There we go, and over. There we go. Okay. So, Inspiration Nation. Look how messy my desktop is, y'all. It's crazy. Okay. I had used the new look for Facebook and I hated it, y'all, so I went back. Okay. So, can everybody see my screen? Slowly but surely it's coming up. Is it up yet? Yes, okay. So over here in units, so a Facebook group is like a file cabinet. Units are like the drawers, okay? So if you're like, what is a unit? It's like you walk up to the file cabinet called Inspiration Nation. You've got a file cabinet in your office, got a name on it, says Inspiration Nation, and you're like, hey, I need X, and you pull that drawer out. So the units are the drawers in the file cabinet. If you think of it like that, it's helpful. So you go to units, and you're like, well, I'm doing a 15-minute Facebook group. So you go to 15-minute Facebook group unit. That makes sense? Kind of. A unit is great. Thank you, Dawn. A unit is great, you guys, because you can keep things in order in a unit. That's why we use them. And by the way, I know this is overkill, a lot of info, but when we have all of our Wisdom Wednesdays, once they go live, we're going to pop them in a unit. So you'll go to Wisdom Wednesday unit. We can't do it until they go live because you can't go live in a unit. But as soon as they go live, we can move it to the unit. So you won't have to search through the feed. Just go to Wisdom Wednesday unit. Okay. But in here, I actually created a unit. There's 15-minute Facebook. Let me go back, sorry, because I clicked on it. And I have not completed this yet. Trainings, here it is. So this one that says trainings, upcoming and recorded and links to other groups. I don't know if that's very clear what that is because I was just like typing it out really fast before this call. But in here, in this unit, this is where you can find everything we're talking about tonight, okay? So basically each post will have a title. Here's the one for Jerry, but I just don't have it all finished yet. Does that make sense, you guys? Awesome. So that is it. That was a lot of information. What can I help you guys with? How's your day? How's your Labor Day? Are you excited?
I wanted to tell you, Polly, that I have heard that poem many times with you and otherwise. However, tonight, even though it's, who knows, the 100th time I've heard it or whatever, it almost made me cry. And, you know, that's always so crazy when that happens, when it is something that you've seen or heard a million times. And see, now it's making me cry to think about it.
That makes you cry.
No, but you know, I mean, it's a good thing because I've always done that. I've always been so overly conscious about not wanting to make somebody feel bad about themselves. So I'd rather make me look stupid than make them think I think I'm better than them. And, you know, it's not a good thing, but I always thought I was doing that out of kindness, you know. And then tonight it just suddenly hit me. Oh my gosh, that is totally me. Because I mean, that is what I've done all the time. So anyway,
I'm so glad you shared that.
it's funny how, you know, you can hear something over and over,
Wow.
and then suddenly it really just like goes, you know.
Right.
So,
Oh my gosh, Dawn, thank you.
so good job.
Chill bumps. Yeah, you know, and I think sometimes we feel like we're being like acting like we're better than them, like you said, but you can own who you are and still be humble and kind and loving. But you can say, hey, I'm really good at math. Maybe I can explain this, you know, or I'm, you know, actually, this is my thing. This is my jam. I love this, you know, it's okay, you know, and go shine and go like, yeah, like step out and be who you like. I was just watching Fried Green Tomatoes, and y'all remember Fried Green Tomatoes? And when she's like, Tawanda, and I was like, yes, that's it. So, yay.
I have a question, Polly.
Yeah.
It's regarding the healthy inside and out.
Yes.
So you said that anybody can be added to the group. You mean consultants, right? Or you mean?
Yeah, no, you can add prospects to that group if you want to.
Okay, because a couple people have asked me if we have a group that could be used for someone who's doing the Breakfast Club.
Yes.
And so I just said I would look into it to see, you know, not that it's like a 30-day where every day you know, you have some type of information, but I guess for some of the people, guests that are clients that are looking at doing the Breakfast Club, they kind of want some guidance. Me personally, I just kind of use the 30-day, but loosely. But some people some people are trying to figure out how to guide people who are doing the Breakfast Club. And so I was just curious if that is a type of group that I could add someone to, or is there another type of group?
No, add them to Healthy Inside and Out. And then when you do, let me show you, I don't think we've got one called the Breakfast Club, but we've got a unit called Smoothie Challenge, and we've got a unit called 15 Day, I think. And I'm going to show you that real quick. And y'all, I know we're at time. If you need to hop off, I understand. But I'm just going to find this and show you guys. Whoops, sorry. Okay, Healthy Inside Plus Out. And yes, and that's the thing. I've always added prospects to this group too, because I feel like it's another exposure for them. You know, yes, we have recipes in here and stuff like that, but so what? You can Google a recipe. Like that's not, you can find all this stuff, so I never feel like, oh, it's whatever. I'm just like, great. So in Healthy Inside and Out, it's the same thing if you go to units, Kanisha. And then you've got Arbonne 30. So this unit, so here's the thing, even though we're going to do the separate things, we're not going to take this unit away because there's a lot of people in there. After someone does it for the first time, you could pop them over here if they just want to kind of stay, in touch with things, because in this unit, there's the link in all the units. Actually, there's the link that takes them right to our website that's got all the recipes. So there's a 10-day healthy living. That would be a good thing. Maybe there's a 15-day smoothie challenge that is pretty much the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
So 10-day or 15-day, you could maybe pop them in there, see what you like better. But in all of these units, the very first post takes them, straight to, so right here, welcome to our 10-day group. And then if you click on that, it takes them right into, so we have a 10-day support page with their guide and all the things and all the recipes, 10-day smoothies, snacks and sweets. So this might be something that would really be good, because the Breakfast Club, they buy the 10-day pack, right? Or sometimes people buy a bag of protein, maybe.
Most of the people, they've been buying a bag of protein, one bag.
So so you could do them here or at the other, whatever you think.
Okay.
What were you gonna say, Athena?
I was gonna say that for what we've been doing for the Breakfast Club is it's a bag of protein, a Digestion Plus, and either a fizz or a greens. It's like a 150 order.
Yeah.
And then it's an unlimited amount of time. We just have them switch out a meal of the 3.
Yeah.
Every day until.
Perfect. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I think, that's great. And you could add them and just say, hey, this says, smoothie challenge or whatever, but it's the same thing. You're just doing one, you're switching out one thing for that. So does that help, Kanisha? Is that helpful?
Oh, yes, definitely. Thank you. I have a couple people that I'm going to add to the group.
Yeah, and I'll like go in and make sure you guys are admin. We pretty much, as long as you're like DMing up or you're like in qualification and you're adding people, we just make you an admin so that, you don't have to wait for somebody to approve them. Again, I'm just not, y'all, it's like, y'all know, I'm just like, we're better together and nothing's proprietary. Like that's ridiculous. What is different is our community and how we coach people and how we care. And that's where we're going to get referrals and repeat and get, that's how we build is person, how we love people and whatever. That's what's different. I think personally.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So I hope that's helpful, you guys. I just wanted to pop on, give you a little bit of information. Dawn, that makes me like cry that it made you cry. So I love that. Read it every day, you guys. I mean, really let it get into you, because it's true. Like, we have to remember that, what would happen if we all did that? Think of who inspires you. Like, I don't know. I'm very inspired by Pink. I love Pink. Okay. I love her. And certain artists, really inspire me. And they're just like, wow, I am woman, hear me roar. And I'm like, yes. And so you don't want to be that shrinking violet. You want to inspire people, but you inspire them by building them, like, painting that picture for them. Like, hey, you can do this. I know you can, because I can. Like, Dawn, remember when we taught class, come on, you can do this. That's what we're doing. That's what we do. So anyway, thanks you guys. I love you. You're the best.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye, everybody. Have a great Labor Day. Thanks for hopping on, okay?
You too.